Mr. Jones, did you know that 12 days ago, your attorneys messed up and sent me an entire digital copy of your entire cell phone?
This is a moment Alex Jones knew his lawyers f***ed up. The InfoWars host spent years saying the Sandy Hook shooting was fake, and the victim's parents sued him for emotional and mental distress. When Jones's lawyers accidentally gave the other side 2 years worth of his cell phone data, well, you get what we just saw. How could his lawyers let this happen? Let's break down their 3 biggest mistakes. 1. They sent privileged communications to the other side. If you do that, you could lose the privilege and it could end up in court. 2. They forgot about takesies backsies. Texas has a rule that lets you keep privileged info out of court if you didn't mean to hand it over. But his lawyers just didn't take the proper steps to do that. 3. They didn't even object in that clip. If they did, it could have stopped the questioning or at least shown that they wanted to keep it privileged. It's hard to say if this is the sole reason Jones was hit with almost $50 million in damages. One thing's for sure, this judgment has far-reaching implications, not just for Jones, but for the entire alternative media landscape.
Oh my God, Americana! Can you dance for us? We'll give you $20.
Whoa. My client cannot perform here. You're out of line. Okay, now you're in line. When you're street performing or busking, follow these rules so you don't get in trouble. Normally, you can perform on public property as long as you don't create a nuisance or an obstruction. Private property is different, and the moment you cross that line, you're probably going to need permission to perform.
So, I'm good here. $20 and I perform.
If this law gets passed, it could save Young Thug. Quick reminder, Young Thug is facing criminal charges and prosecutors want to use his lyrics as evidence against him. Now lawmakers introduced a rap act to Congress to prevent exactly this type of stuff from happening. It's no secret that lyrics are often used as evidence against artists of color. Critics see the practice as racial injustice, which unfairly sways juries without providing credible proof of a crime. This law would make it so that lyrics cannot be used in federal criminal cases unless the prosecution can prove that the lyrics were meant to be taken literally, that they relate to the crime, and that there's no other evidence that can be used. This could add a lot of protection to artists, but it could take years to pass a law like this, if it even passes. What do you think? Should lyrics be used as evidence, or should we push for this new law? When the cops show up to your protest, there's a chance you'll be arrested. These are uncertain times. You gotta fight for your rights. The First Amendment protects peaceful protesting, but there's always a risk. Sometimes police can arrest protesters without a warrant when protests become violent, block traffic, or spill over into private property. You may even need a permit to protest in certain places. Check out the ACLU's protesting guide to learn your rights and maximize your chances of staying safe while you make your voice heard.
That guy just stole my purse.
Well, he won't get far. Come on, gang.
I don't know.
Guys?
You're the cop. We're not getting involved, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you get a misdemeanor, you get a misdemeanor, you get a misdemeanor, and you two get misdemeanors.
You can't do that just because we won't form a little posse for you. Can he, Mike?
Actually, he might. Depending on your state, cops can sometimes enlist you into serving on posses to help them.
And you might get a misdemeanor if you refuse.
Though it's rarely enforced.
Still is sometimes, though. See, you gotta be my friends unless you want the charges.
I'm not getting my purse back, am I?
No, you haven't had a chance.
Yeah.
Hey Law Squad, we certainly had our fill of fun today, haven't we? I hope you liked that video. Was there anything I didn't cover that you wanted me to? Have a burning question about a law you've heard about? Or famous cases you want me to summarize? I always appreciate when you comment suggestions for topics you'd like to see. Thanks for doing that. Maybe I'll use your suggestion in a future video. Until then, I'm Law by Mike, reminding you to drink more water.